Welcome. Today's special is a large pepperoni.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Game Night in the North, the show that's all about board games, but definitely not a game show. My name's Jason, and today we're going to be playing New York Slice from Bezier Games. I'm excited about this game because they've really taken the time to keep it on theme and extra fun. You notice that the game here comes inside of a pizza box, which I thought was really clever. The rules, they come on a restaurant-style menu to read and learn from. We keep track on the score with a server's diner's check. And just everything about the game is fun and fresh, and hopefully that's how the game's going to feel today when we play it. At the end of all the action, we're going to be voting somebody into the hot seat, and that's the one place you don't want to be when the action ends, because whoever's sitting there is going to have to eat a wing that's been doused in an extremely hot sauce, and we'll get to savor the flavor as they suffer beside me. So let's bring in my panel of guests, and we'll get the action underway. And we're back. I've got my panel of guests here joining me now, and I can't wait for you to meet them. To my immediate right is Troy Hood. Troy Hood is a fan of board games, card games, Dungeons & Dragons, a little bit of everything, and I'm thrilled to have you here again today, Troy.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be here. Looking forward to playing this one for the first time, too.
Excited. A pizza-themed game. Who could ask for anything more? Delicious. Now, my immediate left is Michael Gemmel. Michael, once again, coming here and representing the Double Exposure Envoy program. Michael's got a lot of experience of teaching people how to play fun board games, and this is also another game that in the past you taught me how to play.
Yes, indeed. And I came hungry today.
Excellent.
So I don't know if this is torture or if this is just desserts.
Well, hopefully seeing all these pizza pieces in front of you is going to help you work up an appetite, because the rumor has it there may be a hot wing in your future later on.
All right.
So what should I do? What's going on here?
Well, if you'd like me to show you how to play,
Please do.
you take the first step of choosing one of those 6 piles of pizza slices, read today's special, and start laying out the pizza. And the way we do that is simply you put out your first slice, choose a direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, and from that stack, not deviating, lay it out in a complete circle.
All right, so today's special for round 1 of our game is the tiebreaker. So the tiebreaker says whoever has the special is going to win all ties for their collected slices.
Excellent.
So I'm going to set this aside because first we have to bake our delicious pizza.
So New York Slice is a set collection game where in this pizza that we're creating, there's a number of different types of slices. And what we'll be doing is dividing up this pizza and choosing portions of it based upon the number of players. And at the end of the game, whatever players have the highest number of each type of slice will be getting awarded points based on that slice's type. And whoever has the most points at the end wins. Noticing on the pizza that we have points from 3 to 11. Not only does that number correspond to the number of points you can get for having the most slices of that type, it's also the most, the number of slices that are in total out of all the slices possible.
So you're saying in the game there would be 4 of this type of slice because there's a 4 on it. And in this one there's 8.
That's correct.
So basically you were saying based on the number of players, I divide it that way and then we each get some pizza. Is that what you're saying?
So if you want to just start by dividing this up for the 3 of us, that would be great.
So this will be me, this will be you, and Troy, you can have that one.
Excellent. That works really well, except one step is Troy gets to pick first.
Who gets to pick last?
So the person who divided the pizza.
Oh, so I need to actually, I
am pretty hungry.
I'm not that hungry. I'm going to actually redivide these so they're a little more balanced.
Yes. And thank you for adding that today's special. Today's special can be either its own portion, all by itself, or included with the other portions.
All right. Well, with that new and very relevant information, I'm going to slice this delicious looking pizza up for us.
Sounds good.
Oh my goodness, these 11s are spread out pretty proportionately. So this is going to be one. I might redivide this in a second. I'm having trouble figuring out what I want to do. 2. No, that's a little too unbalanced. 1, 2, 3. That seems like that's probably how I'm going to go.
That looks like for the first pizza divided, you thought well of everyone.
Okay.
So Troy is going to choose first. Now, this is the first turn, so it's going to be pretty easy to want to collect all all the different slices. But one thing that is possible, when you collect your first portion, with each slice, we're going to ask you whether or not you want to save it or eat it. And the benefit of eating it over saving it is that you'll get a point for each pepperoni on an eaten slice at the end of the game. So this is a points now, guaranteed points, versus points later.
That you may or may not get.
Correct.
Okay. What if a slice doesn't have any pepperoni?
It's only for pepperoni that you can eat it. So if there's no pepperoni on that slice, you cannot eat it.
All right. Based on that information, Troy, which slice of this pizza looks like it's the one you want to have?
Well, you mentioned the numbers are the odds of getting another slice similar to
The
that
higher
one,
points,
correct?
there are more slices. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with this one then, because we got some pretty high numbers in there, and that looks okay to me. There's a lot of pepperoni.
There you are.
so-
Do you want to save all those slices, or are there any of them you'd like to nibble on now to get some guaranteed pepperoni points?
And it's all or nothing at
Well,
the end
so-
of the game?
Well, once you've eaten them, it'd be really
Yeah.
messy if you brought them back up later. We don't really want to see secondhand pizza. So if you choose to eat any of these slices now, that's it. They're gone. And no, you can't eat them later on. You lock in your choice right now.
I will not eat anything yet.
Really? Okay.
See how it goes. That's
All right.
wise.
Yep. Michael? I'm a generous baker. I will take last choice. Your decision, sir.
You've made it good, especially since you provided that tiebreaker there. I think since, in terms of when we collect in a set collection, right? If you have the same number of slices, no one gets points.
Usually. Yep.
Tiebreaker is going to help me out. I'm going to go with the tiebreaker.
Okay. And are there any slices that you would like to eat?
I think that I'm going to see, since I have tiebreaker, how collecting the next pizza is going to go.
Okay.
So I'll keep them all.
All right, so before we move on to the second pizza, if you could just nudge your slices down a bit. I don't want my pizza to be in the way when we're baking the next pie.
Yep.
I'll keep mine over here so that they're kind of out of the way.
Yep.
Now, who gets to bake the next pie, so to speak?
Well, since Troy had first pick, Troy is going to make the next pizza.
Which stack would you like to turn into a delicious pizza?
I'm going to go with this one that's closest to me here.
All right.
It's this one.
So the first thing you'd have to do would be read the today's special. Correct?
Absolutely. Let's see what it is.
What's today's special, Troy?
Today's special is stuffed crust. Sounds delicious.
And if you have this special, you're going to get 5 bonus points added onto your score at the end of the game.
Oh, really?
Pretty simple, easy to understand, bonus 5 points.
All right.
So now you're going to flip up the first slice of the pizza, then pick a direction, clockwise or counterclockwise, and finish baking the whole pie in that direction, whichever way you go.
There we go.
All right. Troy, you've turned up an anchovy. Great time to explain what
Indeed.
that
Should I
means.
stop now?
No,
or-
carry
Keep going.
on. You keep baking.
I'll just take this opportunity to explain that anchovies are worth -1 point for each anchovy showing on a collected pizza at the end of the game. Mind you, we also see that that slice also has pepperonis on it. If that slice is eaten for the pepperoni points immediately, then that anchovy doesn't count as negative points at the end of the game.
Okay.
Another special piece that came up, this Supreme,
Ooh, look at that. It's got a star on it.
it
What's
has a
that mean?
star, and that means that when collected, and if not eaten, because it can be eaten for those 2 pepperonis, you can choose, based upon what you have collected already, what type of slice it becomes.
Okay.
Meaning it gets to be a bonus slice of that type.
And you would lock that decision in, and then you can't
You're
change
stuck
that
with
later?
it. You can't
Okay.
change it.
All right. So Troy, now comes the fun part. Slice up that pizza for me.
So
Keeping in
let's
mind, you
see.
can add this to some, or you can leave it on some.
Speaking of great pizzas, Jason, favorite pizza?
Favorite pizza for me, I'm a topping person. So if a place has like a supreme with a lot of toppings, I like that. I love veggies and I love like beef and sausage and the whole 9 yards. And you know what? Just for extra fun, throw in stuffed crust on it too. Give me the deluxe model. Everything you can put on it. What about you, Michael?
I think that I'm a supreme. Ooh.
Wow,
Now-
this is an interesting decision because you've clearly got one that's worth far more than the others, and knowing that you're going to be the last one to get a choice, that's interesting strategy.
I think that you've just made this way too tempting, Troy. I'm going to have to take that stuffed crust pizza.
Yes, yeah.
I
Absolutely.
wanted each one to have something new, so I had anchovy, special one, and then a stuffed crust, but probably way too
All right.
generous.
Yeah, I probably would have put the stuffed crust with the anchovy, so you have a good thing and a bad thing
I will
together.
go and keep all the pepperonis. I think
Yeah,
I now have a shot of winning that.
yeah.
Although, I might eat these. Nom nom.
All right. Wow. Huh. My choice next.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go with these. Now I'm just gonna slide mine off to the side for a second here. So I'm gonna keep the 9s up, and I'm gonna turn this Supreme into a 9 as well. So
Okay.
that gives me 3 9s. And I feel like I might be a lost cause chasing the pepperonis after this round for you. So I'm gonna eat 3 delicious pepperonis and get some pepperoni points for later on in the game.
Excellent.
And then Troy,
So this is all mine.
That's
so
all
I
you.
definitely should eat that.
yes, you would want to eat that because the odds are slim. Of us.
Well, this is where it gets tricky because right now you would tie me for
Because I have
pepperoni
the 3
pizzas.
of those, which
Yeah,
is
but
what I'm thinking.
who's
of
got the
doing.
tiebreaker power up though?
I've got tiebreaker, but I could be totally shut out of getting more 11s.
The
which
game is still young.
It is.
It is.
There's still
So-
4 more pizzas to divide up.
That's an interesting situation. What do you feel like doing?
I'm going to save them, and I might eat this one. for
Sure.
Some pepperoni.
All right.
Seems good.
Okay. My turn.
Absolutely. What's today's special?
The everyone else diet.
What?
All other players lose 1 point for every 2 eaten slices rounded down. So if you get that, you're going to force a loss to all the other players,
Depending on how many slices they've eaten?
depending on how many slices they've eaten.
Okay. That's interesting.
Oh, there is
Oh.
the completely anchovy pizza.
That slice, that's not a very yummy looking slice.
All right.
I would like to note too that I don't see any pepperoni in that, so I don't think there's an option to even eat that slice.
Can't even eat that slice. Okay.
That's a good point, yeah.
This is, I do believe, your chance to pick first.
My chance to pick first. Exciting. Oh, looking at these options, I think I'm going to go the safe route over here. These slices don't look like they'll give me any indigestion. I like this 9. We're going to keep track of that right there. And does anybody have any 7s yet? No, right?
No.
So you know what? I feel like maybe I'll keep these 7s as well for later because nobody has any yet. And then this 10, looking around, these pepperoni look like they'd be pretty yummy to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and eat those 2
Okay.
pepperoni. And that's my decision.
I will take this one and continue on with my collection of 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
And I can't eat that one or anything, so there we are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I've just noticed that you collected a combo slice,
Yes.
which counts as both a half 9, or sorry, a half 8 and a half 10.
Yes.
So that way you can beat someone by just half.
So I have 2
2
and a half 10s.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, you do.
Perfect.
It looks like I've got the everyone else diet, and the anchovy pizza, and the vegetarian, which also I can't eat.
Right.
So the question is,
6s.
I will eat one of the 6s.
Okay.
Yum, 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 keeping the other one. Okay. I guess you're back up to.
Is it my turn to bake again already? Oh, I'm excited. Which pizza looks like the lucky one? I think it's going to be this one. So let's find out what today's special is. That's how that pizza's going to bake down.
Okay, Troy.
Choose the pizza, sir. We're almost done. This game flies by.
Yeah.
So for today's special, we have seconds.
Seconds. My favorite type of pizza. My second pizza.
I like.
Ooh.
That is a good point.
I've got a little hobbit in me, sorry.
Yeah.
That's
So
second
seconds.
breakfast.
Just before scoring, you may eat any number of slices of one type. So just before scoring, so you
Right.
can at the very
So
end.
at the very end of the game, if you're...
Meaning.
So if you know you're going to lose out on something, then
Yes, exactly.
Ooh.
Can I ask
So-
you a hypothetical question? Because I've always wondered this.
Yeah.
When this one comes up and it says you could eat any number of slices of one type, is an anchovy only slice a type? Could you theoretically eat that 3 anchovy one if you had this?
It doesn't have pepperoni, so it cannot be eaten.
Well, that's what I was wondering, because it
Yeah.
says any number of slices of one type, so you still need the pepperoni out to be able to eat it. Okay.
Yes.
Just checking, want to clarify.
No, that's a great question.
I'm always
like a-
angle shooting, trying to figure
Yeah,
out
yeah,
what's the
yeah.
best way to like. I mean, I would have argued that anchovy is a type of pizza. But, you know, if you're stuck with losing 3 points, I'll allow it this game.
yeah, we'll take what we can get, I guess.
Yeah, we're going to need the help, I think. My lifetime record of playing board games against Michael is not an impressive record.
So in the crust department, do you like the thicker crust, the thinner crust, the pretzel crust, the stuffed crust?
I'm a stuffed crust person. I love that extra cheesiness. Of course, I also like extra cheese on pizza in general. What's your favorite topping? That's a good question.
Spicy sausage.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What's your favorite topping?
I'm kind of the Hawaiian kind of guy.
So is this how this is going? Are these
Yeah,
the 3
that's
divisions?
3 slices.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Troy is playing in an unconventional game today.
mix
I
it
love
up.
it.
Yeah.
And you have been the benefactor of all these unconventional choices.
I get to
Is
choose
there
first.
collusion going on
I
here?
don't think so.
Did you two like make a deal before we started filming today? I'm
20 bucks is
confused.
20 bucks.
20 bucks is 20 bucks. That'll buy you a pizza.
I will.
That will buy you.
So,
I will buy you a pizza.
I am going to. Yeah, I'm gonna take this wicked looking and keep everything,
Yeah.
just so that
does
way.
that
I
really
can-
add on for you then, I guess?
So for me, I'm going to let you have the seconds. Spoiler alert. I'm going to eat the anchovy-covered pepperoni slice because why not? I'm going to eat the 11 because I know I'm not getting 11sies today, thanks to Michael. 10. Where are we at? You have, oh my God, you
I
have a
got the
ton of 10s,
10s.
so I guess I'm eating that one too. 5 and a 7. Well, I'll keep the
You
7.
got the 7s, yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep the 7s. How are we? Oh, Michael's got lots of 5s. Oh, gosh. That whole everyone else diet is going to kill me at the end.
Yeah, that's why I'm not eating.
Yeah. Oh, well. Let's see how this plays out.
All right, the last special for today, combo cravings. Each combo slice is worth 3 points when eaten. If you have any collected combo slices, you may eat them now.
Okay.
All right. So, when I was a kid, I used to always ask for anchovy pizza just because of the Ninja Turtles.
Really? Is that a true story?
I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of people have done that actually.
Well, as
Maybe not
someone,
like a lot.
as someone who's never in my life tasted an anchovy pizza, I have to ask, how was it?
It's salty.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
not.
really salty.
It's not great. Not delicious at all.
It's not great.
No.
Dividing
right.
this up.
Is it you
this up.
dividing?
Yeah.
It is, right? So I'll leave this over here for you.
I get the last thing,
Yeah.
but I don't know if that was worth it, but that's what I did.
All right. And it's me first, right?
That is you, yes.
What is this? Combo cravings. 9, 10, 11. I'll go with this one. I will take the combo cravings, which means these are worth 3 points, so
If eaten, yeah.
I'm coming out ahead on that one, so I'll do that. Nines. How many nines do you guys have? None.
None.
Right?
I have
Two. And there's no more left. Oh, and I have like 4, so I'm good. So I can eat that. The 11. Right? This is the ones I would grab these two. Right?
Yes.
So
Yep.
I'll eat the 11 because it's worth 3 points. And the 10. I'm kind of going to break even on that, I guess. So I'll eat that too.
All right.
That's my turn.
You know what? I'm going to get this one because at least I don't have another anchovy. Now I can eat that one even though it's a spicy slice. Correct?
Yes, that's still a pepperoni. You could eat that.
Note that I have 1.5 of that slice.
Oh, if you don't eat it, you'll actually get the 4 points because you'll have more than him.
Oh, because I have 2. Yeah.
Yeah, you will have 2. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. I will, however, just eat the 7 because
Yep.
that's not doing me any favors. And then with the 6, I'm not going to get ahead,
Yeah.
so I should eat that one as well.
All right. That leaves me. I can't eat that vegetarian. I'm going to eat these 2 7s,
Okay.
and I shall keep the 8.
Excellent.
All right.
All of the pizzas have been baked. They've all been divided up.
Shall
Slices have been
I
eaten.
tally our check?
Sure. So would you like to tell us how do we figure out the score here? You're
So
leading
actually,
way.
the easiest way is just to ask who has the most of the vegetarian or number 3s.
Oh, how many 3s do you have? Any?
0.
I have them, so that's to me.
3 points for you.
4s would be Troy.
I have 2 slices. Yes.
So 4 points.
5s is to me. 6s is to me.
Yep.
7s
I
is
believe
to,
I have the 7s.
is to
Not me. That's right. Stop saying me, Michael.
Yeah.
Someone else is getting some
gotta
points.
get someone else. So this is where I'm swooped in at the end. 8s. I've got 3 now. And
Sneaky.
You've got 3. The tiebreaker.
Goes to Michael.
Goes to
Very
me.
nicely done.
9s though is clearly Jason.
Yep.
10s, Troy. And 11s, we are.
You win.
Oh,
You've got 4. I believe.
you use your seconds.
Oh, yep. That's the plan.
Yes.
You might as well eat them. Get
Yeah.
those points. Yep.
3, 6, 7, 8. And there was an anchovy.
We're just
I ate that one
you're,
though.
You're
so
eating them right now, so
okay,
just flip
3,
them over.
6,
We'll-
7, 8.
So now we do our today's specials.
Okay.
I get a 5
For
from
stuffed crust.
stuffed crust,
I lose 2 because I have day old pizza.
but all other players lose 1 point for every 2 eaten slices.
Okay.
And remember, it's rounded down.
So my total loss of the 2 combined will be 8 points.
Ooh,
I'll lose 8. I ate a lot of slices.
But that's going to be a lot of points, I expect.
Yeah, hopefully I'll gain them back.
I lose 3 points.
Okay.
Okay.
And then finally, we look at anchovies showing. So I'll get a -4 against. I think I'm the only one with anchovies showing.
I
think Troy
have
has
one showing.
So
yeah.
count up your pepperonis and subtract anchovies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
From the ones that we've eaten?
Yeah, only subtract the anchovies that were already up. You don't
Yeah.
take any off the ones on the bottom.
Okay.
So with my subtracted, I'll have 3 that I total.
So I'm going up 26, but I was also going down 8. So my net difference is I'll be gaining 18 points off of that. Unless you've already written down the -8.
So I already written down. So you're at
Oh,
26.
So 26 then, yeah.
26. So for
How many?
I have 12 pepperonis and the anchovies.
Doesn't
negated.
matter if it was
Okay.
just the one
Yeah.
anchovy that was showing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have 12 pepperonis that I've eaten.
So 11 there. 1, 22, and then 8. Sorry, this is a really big number.
Well, listen to this guy. You must be counting up your score, aren't you, Michael?
That's right. 22.
Do you need help carrying the one, Michael?
Someone might have to double check my
Are the
math.
confusions coming?
All right. So don't worry, I'll take the check on this one, everyone.
I'm sure you will. Yeah.
So coming in at third, unless my math is horribly wrong, is Troy at 22 points.
Okay.
Jason, 34 points.
Okay.
And then I'll take it with 41.
Yay. All right, so we're going to take a minute to clean up all this pizza mess. We'll make Michael do all the dishes. Then we'll review the game, collect our thoughts on it, and we'll come back to tell you what we each thought of New York Slice. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we're back. We've collected our thoughts and written them down here, and now we're ready to share with you what our impressions were of New York Slice from Bezier Games. I'll start things off. So my first impression when I was first introduced to this game was a 7 out of 10. I liked the game. I really liked the packaging. I thought it was clever. The theme's cool, but I didn't have super high hopes. I was worried it would be just aimed totally at kids and wouldn't be fun for adults to play. So that was my first impression. Easy to learn, I give it an 8 out of 10. It's really easy to learn. Compared to other games, you can pick it up really quick and get right into the action. Quality of the game, I'm definitely giving it a 10 out of 10. I think that's where this game shines, is they put a lot of thought into the game, with the rules being a menu, the pizza box that it comes out of, the scorecard being a diner's check. Totally, quality game is a 10 out of 10. Overall fun to play. For me personally, I give it an 8. I have a lot of fun if I'm with the right people, and other times it's not so great. So 8 out of 10, and then likely to recommend 7 out of 10, 4 out of 10 if Michael Gummel's in the room, but 7 out of 10 for everybody else. My total overall is going to be 40 out of 50. Michael, Mr. Laughing Man, why don't you tell us what you thought of the game today?
First impressions 10, easy to learn 9, quality 8, overall fun to play 6, and I'll explain that. And likely to recommend 7 for an overall total of 40, which
same score as me, 40. Okay.
Same. Same reason. Beautiful. Love the theme. Looks great. So that way it just grabs attention. The one thing is that there's a little bit of a thing, depending on how people break up the pizza, that it could kind of be a bit of a kingmaker.
Yeah.
And we might have saw that today.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that's my one critique of it. But it is a great game. Yeah.
All right, and then Troy, this was your first time, right?
This was my first time, yes.
So what did you think?
First impression, I gave it a 3. I didn't know if a board game about building a pizza would be the best,
Okay.
but ease to learn, an 8. It was very straightforward. Quality, I gave it a 7. It's a very solid board game. The quality of the pieces is great, but I don't like the packaging necessarily. Overall fun to play, I give it a 4. It's not a blast. It didn't grab my attention as much as other games could. Likely to recommend 4. It just has to be right for the specific group of people. But
Yeah, I think that kind of alludes to what we had said, that the appeal of the game definitely depends on the person or group playing it. So that makes a fair bit of sense. I would agree with that. Okay. So Troy, since we've got you here right now speaking, why don't you tell us who you think should be voted into the hot seat?
well, I think I'm going to vote for you. I gave you a very good head start at the very beginning.
You, Mr. Laughing Man, you?
Yeah,
you?
sorry, yes.
Yes.
Mr. Laughing Man.
Yes.
I gave you a good head start, so I'm going to also give you the vote.
Very nice. Michael, what about you? Who would you like to vote for today?
Let's see. I think I'm going to have to vote for Troy, just because that one divvying up the pizza ended up being kind of, even though seconds is a powerful ability, I didn't think it was powerful enough, and it kind of allowed me to choose a really good portion, and I think that's what seized me the game. Jason.
So for me, it's actually a really hard call because I want to vote. I want to vote for Michael because, it's hard to really put into words while I'm being broadcast on television why. But I want to vote for Michael. But the trouble is, Troy's the one who really enabled Michael to win with a couple questionable choices. And I get that's the first time playing. But there were a couple choices there where I was internally screaming in agony of, why would you do that? So given those two factors of who I really want to vote for and who I kind of should vote for, I'm going to vote for Troy, the enabler, today. So my
Ooh.
vote goes against Troy.
I totally thought that I was in the hot seat. Yeah.
I've blanked. Troy voted for you, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
you
I
I
got
voted
two
voted for
votes.
Troy, and you voted for Troy?
Okay, so Troy, so
Yep.
you're winding up in the hot seat today.
I am.
All right, so we're going to cut away for a second. We're going to bring in the hot seat, and then we're going to see how Troy does with a wee bit of heat. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we're back. So we waited to the end of the episode to reveal the hot sauce of the day, and today, Troy, your choice was
Pain 100%.
Pain 100%.
Hurts just to say it.
Yes, this would be a first time for Troy eating a hot sauce anywhere near that range, correct?
If it's hotter than ketchup, yeah.
Oh, we're in for a treat!
Oh,
Oh, I can't wait.
And-
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm proud of you for coming out and being on the episode and taking it like a champ. And we'll tell your wife that you loved her. So, whenever you're ready, sir, I have nothing left to add to this. Go ahead and.
I can smell it, and it hurts just to smell it, so. All right, well, get it over with, I
Enjoy,
guess.
my friend.
This is going to suck.
So, how good does it feel to not be in the hot seat?
You know what? I was so worried that I was ending up in the hot seat again, so I'm relieved right now.
Yeah.
I am very relieved.
Shouldn't be taking my time. It only hurts if I breathe.
Yeah, just stop breathing. It'll be fine. If you hold your breath long enough, you won't feel anything.
I will, eventually.
So how does that taste after building up an appetite looking at pizza?
I've never hated pizza more.
Never hated pizza more.
Troy
Wow.
quits eating pizza.
And playing board games. Swears off both for life.
Now, compliments to the chef. The wing was great. Sauce, not so much. Not digging the sauce. That's pretty hot. Like, it's tolerable, but I wouldn't eat a plate of these things.
No, for sure.
No, wow.
Yeah, one is definitely your limit for that. One's my limit for that particular sauce. So there's nothing left to do but thank each and every one of you for coming out today. Michael, thanks for coming out today and being another guest on Game Night in the North. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Troy, thank you for coming out and being part of all the fun and games today and taking it like a champ.
Well, it was
done.
definitely worth it. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Next time I'll just try and split the pizzas a little bit better.
Yes, that's good
Yeah.
advice for everyone out there. Always split the pizza fairly. And in life too, not just the board game. Always split the pizza fairly. And with that, that's it. Thank you so much for joining us once again here on Game Night in the North. Goodbye, everyone.